Hi guys, welcome to the university. Today I'm going to teach you how to put a certain formula in a website. Okay, so but before anything else, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get updated whenever I post. Okay, rare content like this. Alright, so let's go ahead to our Visual Studio Code and create a basic HTML file. Alright, so I'm gonna save it as save, for example, formula. Alright, that HTML. Alright, so there you go. It has been saved. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, there you go. So formula.html, and then we're going to use this one to call the basic parts of the HTML document. And then I'm gonna say the title of this document is my first formula. Alright, so do you think of any, have you think of any formula that you know, like for example, the quadratic formula? Let's try to put it right here. So if that feels simple to you, well, that's not so simple for programmers like me. If you do not know the code, you cannot put any formula on the web, because I've been introduced to several options, just like LaTeX. Alright, so this one is another language which you need to learn if you want to put a formula, a simple formula like as simple as x plus y is equal to 3 in the web. Alright, so as simple as that requires a difficult code. Alright, so there you go. You have to learn all of this and all of some other stuff. Or you can actually try an online converter just like this. So I write x plus 3. I hope you can see, guys. So I'm making it as large as possible. So here it says x plus 3 is equal to y minus 4. And then when you put it like that, so type it like that, so you can actually download the GIF file and then put it inside your code. But I do not want that, because I want a more flexible thing, because if it's a GIF format, it's an image and I cannot readily manipulate it to the way that I want. So I tried to look for something else, which led me to this one. So this is called the MATHJAX. Alright, so you can actually do some formula like this, and you can see that they are not I cannot highlight them, alright, so easily, so it cannot be copied easily. Alright, so it's one of the reasons why ebooks right now are so expensive. Alright, so the difference between a book and an ebook is really large. Alright, and it's also very different in a web page, because a web page can be dynamic. The contents of this is dynamic, unlike the book. If that's the edition, that's it. So there's no color. If you got the black and white thing, that's black and white. But if it's an ebook, it can be changed. If it is a web page, it is really readily changeable once you have the code, and then the changes can be made. Alright, so what I want right now is to put every writing that I know, or every formula that I know, in the website. Alright, for you guys to see it. So if that sounds fun, let's start doing it. So in this site, you will learn how to do or embed or make use of their program of the MATHJAX. The only thing that you should do first is actually use a script, a JavaScript code. Alright, so let's go ahead and find that. So it says here, if you write your own HTML directly or via template or theme or engine, just like what we are doing right here. So all we need to do is get or copy this thing so that we can avail their MATHJAX version 3. Alright, so yeah, so we can do that. So it empowers our editor using this simple code. Alright, so you know where to go. It's mathjax.org. Alright, so you go ahead and put it in between the head tag. Alright, so you paste it like that, and then hit enter, or you can just do it like that. So there's nothing wrong with that. So we save it. So once we open it in the browser, let's say we go to our htdocs and their formula. So there's no formula yet because I haven't typed anything yet. Alright, so where is it? Alright, here we go. So we try to open it in the editor to show you what it looks like as of the very moment. Alright, so it's not responding. I don't know why. Oh my god. Alright, so open it. So as you can see, it's empty, and I haven't put anything there yet. So let's go back and put something. So here in the body tag, since we wanted like an HTML, so there's nothing we can do but to embed it or put it inside a p tag or any tag. Yeah, so that enables us to write. Right, so let's say we put it like inside the p tags, and we write something like, for example, let's say, for example, let's use an equation like ax squared is equals to 0. So you can write ax raised to 2 plus so plus bx, alright. So plus c, alright, is equal to 0. Alright, so that's not it. Alright, so something like that. So the thing is, it will just appear like this, but you will not see any other part. Alright, so it's just a plain thing like this. Alright, let's see. So it's just like that. Well, that is some that looks good, alright, but it's not aesthetically looking good. It's not aesthetically looking good, actually. So we implement another coding process, which is the way we write it, the AJAX way. Alright, so where do we get that? Alright, so you can actually download their documentation. Alright, so I did download them. So it says MATHJAX documentation. It is a 232-page long book or documentation for their version 3. So if you are using any other version like version 2 or version 1, I don't know if that exists, you should download. So for your own good. Alright, so it is actually another language, so it makes use of this thing. Alright, so we put the variables or the letters or the parts of the formula inside this thing. Alright, and then we write the equation. Alright, that's it. So there is another set for divide, for this, for square root. So there is another code for that. Alright, so you're gonna read it, start reading it, or start copying it, so that when you need something, it is readily available. Alright, so let's go back to our codes and do it like that. So, alright, so there's no, it's a little trivial, guys. So I find it trivial, and I'm happy to be able to do it personally. Alright, so because just like, for example, putting a simple backslash, alright, no, that's not a backslash, this one is a backslash, and then a parenthesis like that, and then before ending the parenthesis, you actually put another backslash. Alright, so I didn't know how you properly call it. So how they actually um, call it in that language, because I am new to this language, guys. So just like you, when I first introduced it to you, I just read it right now. Alright, so it's a challenge for me. So let's say I put it like that. So let's see what happens when we save that and then um, go to the browser. Alright, so if it worked, guys, that is the answer to my questions, because or my problem, because physics and mathematics deals with a lot of formula. Alright, a lot of formulas, thousands of formula, guys, and that's the problem. How do I put it on the website? Alright, so if this works, I'm so happy. Alright, so let's go ahead and alright, so it turns that so yeah, so that's it. It worked before. So the difference is this. Let's say we remove this. All right, let's just remove that, then save it and then refresh it to show you what happened. All right, so yeah, so this one, so it's like this before. All right, and then once you do that, so I'm gonna Control Z. All right, so that's easier than saving that, because um yeah, and then when you refresh, oh, so it's like that. So it changed, and that's awesome. So I'm gonna show you another one for comparison purposes. So this one looks professional. All right, so compared to this, all right, so this one is not so, yeah, it's just like a plain thing. All right, so it's just like, yeah, so this one is not so good. This one looks professional. So that's it, guys. So that's how we actually, and you cannot just copy it. All right, so yeah, so that's what makes it very useful. All right, okay, guys, so if you have questions, all right, I do have my questions too. You can actually put your comments down below about this episode, so that we can both learn from your queries. Alright, guys, so see you soon, and please don't forget to visit, alright, our other pages: Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and LinkedIn, wherein we actually post a copy of this code, alright, or video. Alright, so don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as a sign of support for our humble channel. Alright, so guys, here's the bell, and here's the subscribe button. Please click and subscribe. Alright, so bye bye, guys. See you next time.